Ashi, Ashi. Good evening. Good evening. It's a beautiful day. Yes. I came to say this. I just want to say this. We're living in a time where we see a lot of us have been persecuted. We're living in the times where we see evil on the rise. Sometimes you may wonder, you living your life, and sometimes you wonder why you are going through what you're going through. It is two sides, love and hate, good and bad. It's what you're going to choose. And we're living in a world full of lawlessness, a lot of lawlessness. So right now, evil trying to overtake many of us. Sometimes we face a lot of pressure in life. This is for those of you who are loved. You know that you are loved and you know what you experience in life. The more love you try to show is the more you're getting persecuted. In this life, where people value money over life, you could expect it. We're living in a time where a wicked system is now crumbling away. So you got to know yourself. Religion give us a lot of lies. They tell us about heaven and all this. Let us feel like only when you die you could witness heaven. Heaven is within your mind and your heart. That's why they say keep your thoughts clean and pure. A clean thought, your thought is like a river. It flows from your mind to your heart. If the mind is corrupted, your heart won't be corrupted. So living in these times, these evil times, the system give us things to destroy us, not to uplift us. They want to take away our soul. The most precious gift that has given to human by the supreme creator is love. And we gotta live in love. That's why in music today, the artists that can do negativity, they promote negativity. The more people you could influence in negativity is the more you're gonna get paid to stray you away from the path. You could be a leader. To the musicians, the actors, they could be leaders. They could be like kings. Look how many people gravitate towards them because they have their voice. But the system utilizes them and use money to blind them and bind them. They use them to destroy the people that trust in them. Sometimes you will go through a lot of heartache and pain living in this present time. Sometimes people come around to afflict you just to pull you on the negative side. To combat negativity, somebody come out and do you something wrong. They are expecting you to do the same. Because what you do unto someone will come back unto you. A lot of these people that victimize people and try to pressure them is because what they've been through in life. And negativity is not sweet. It will destroy you from within. So when somebody do you something wrong and expecting you to do the same to another person, do the opposite of evil. They do you evil, go out there and do something good for someone else. Do it like this. That's how you combat evil. If you fight evil on the same ground, you are bound to lose. They are already in that path. So you as a righteous person, a person of love, you cannot walk in the same path with them. Remember, love is supreme. Hate is always down. Hate could never overtake love. Love give life unto all. Some people say God, some people say Jah, some people say Jesus, some people say Allah. But humans just put names on things to try to gain understanding, pull it closer by putting names. But when you think about God, God is love. You see what I'm saying? Without love, there would be nothing. We see what hate do, hate destroy. Look at the leaders of the nation funding wars, nuclear wars. That is hate. Hate doesn't bring forth life. It brings forth destruction. So the key to heaven is love. That's why they say a clean heart and pure thoughts. Yeah, we as human beings, we're going to make mistakes in life. But one thing you need to understand, people with ulterior motives who got knowledge of how to manipulate people, they will come around and try to sacrifice people. And by the way how they do that, they try to entice you with bribe. They try to let you feel inadequate, that you cannot love yourself, feeling like you cannot love yourself. So you will go out there and do something stupid just to gain money. Money is just an illusion. Money doesn't bring happiness. Happiness is from within you. Money can take you to different places in the world, get you material things, yes. But it's your happiness, it's the love that is within you going to make you love the money, going to make you love what you acquire, but it's not the money that bring you joy. It's just an illusion. A lot of people in the world living without money and they're happy than most of the people with money. I'm living in the United States and I see so many rich people with money, but every day they are unhappy. They even come around to try to do things to get those ones who they call poor in anger, because some people do not have the money, but why can't they still smile? They feel love, they feel joy. So what they do is like trade. They want you to trade your love to gain the money. And one time you give away your love for the money, you cannot love again. So you feel distress, you feel sorrow, you feel pain. So as I say again, if somebody do you something wrong, what you need to do, go out there, push away anger and hate. Do not let anger drive you. When they expecting you to do the same unto someone, go out there and do something good and look at the sun. Sometimes notice signs. You do good in life, the sun shine more bright. We could create heaven or we could make hell for ourselves. It's with your choice, the choice that you make. Blessed be unto the Most High. Blessed be. Blessed be. The choice you make in life is what it will bring forth. Your thoughts create your reality. So you could be a devil, a demon, or you could be an angel, or you could be a god or a goddess. You see what I'm saying? It's the choice you make. We never see a demon, but man manifests that demonic energy within themselves and put it out in the world. And when they see that that energy is destroying them, because negativity is a poison, a potent poison. You could think that you're destroying somebody, but by being in negativity constantly, you drain your own life energy. The same thing like in a car. You got the positive charge and the negative charge, right? And the positivity is always higher. The same thing like in mathematics. Life is like mathematics. There is always a problem and a solution. The farther you go on the number line in negative, you could have negative 1 million. And positive one will always be greater than negative 1 million. So positive is life energy. Negativity bring you closer to the cemetery. That's why they promote negativity, because negativity take away your peace. With negativity, you cannot live at peace. We living in a beast system, and every time somebody try to speak the truth and promote the truth, they always going to make you a target. We see that in America. Everybody think America is great. Nah. A lot of people come to America looking for a better life. I understand. Through poverty, sometimes people see all the advertisement and America is the place to be. I'm not going to tell you opportunity ain't in America, but know thyself before you come in America. Because if you don't know yourself, they're going to utilize you and use you as a tool. And when they cannot use you, they throw you away like a broken stool. Right now, a lot of people I see, even at the place me and my brother work, we see they use people, agents, self-oppressors. They use people to try to suppress other people. They use witchcraft. They use all kind of witchcraft, trying to drain you of your energy. In America, it's not just about guns right now. Sometimes they talk about Haiti, they talk about Jamaica, Africa using voodoo and all this. No, that is in America too, but they are just hiding it. Right now in America, they use a lot of people. Because people got kids. They got to tend to their children. And yes, sometimes when they feel like they don't have what it takes, you know what they do? Survival kicking. So they say they will do anything, even working for the system, against their own people. If you do your research, you will understand what is going on. Right now, we're living in a time where we as people, we need to know what we need. Don't let nobody tell you what you need. You need to understand what is essential for your well-being. As I say, love is the key to life. Love is the key to heaven. So the moment somebody tries to get you to trade your love, nah, it don't matter if you're suffering. We got to remember where we're coming from. We cannot give in. Remember, they create a system to suffer us for so long. And at the end, when their system is collapsing, because yes, America system is collapsing. Yes. So now they're trying to utilize people to fight against each other, create more lawlessness, that we become destructive. When they're talking about hell, they're using people to create hell on earth. So we got to have an understanding of what we're doing. It's not about the money. Ain't no shame in working for what you need. When it comes to working for what you need, ain't no shame in working for what you need. You work by the sweat of your brow. That gonna make you proud, because guess what? It don't matter if you suffer, but not everybody got the strength to rise up from sufferation and say, I'm gonna do it right. So when you have the strength to get up, that is honor and dignity. A modest woman and a virtuous woman that work for what she need. But no matter how much she suffers, she will not give away herself to a system. I see the system utilize a lot of our African brothers and sisters living in the West to fight against their own. Even when we speak on us being African, my nationality is a Jamaican, born in Jamaica, but I identify myself as an African. See, I know who we are. Even our great leader, Marcus Mosiah Garvey, he taught us a lot. But a lot of people, they turn their back and say they are not African. Because when you start putting yourself back to your roots and your culture, the system don't want to support you. We see a lot of Europeans, they trying to go to Africa and claiming that they are Africa, more Africans than the Africans in the West. While a lot of our African brothers in the West do not see this. So they're trying to get us to reject Africa, that they could go and claim ownership on Africa. And one thing to my African brothers and sisters, do you know why they have such claim on Africa? They want to hold such claim on Africa. If a man married a woman, the woman gained the man's last name. The name Africa was given by the Africano guy, who they say was a European, I think. So until the leaders of Africa come together and change that name Africa and write our own narrative, change the name, let an African, a true brother or sister of the motherland, with the interest of the best interest of their people at heart, let them give a name to Africa instead of wearing the name of the colonizer. That's why when those people hear Africa, they still feel like they have a claim on Africa, because they say, okay, they're still wearing our name. So it's time to divorce that name, give away the name, and let us name our motherland. You see what I'm saying? This is a book. Y'all need to support this book. Get it? The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. It is good. Is there the color of Negro press? The color of our Negro press is the most venial, ignorant, and corrupt of our time. This is a broad statement to make against an entire institution, and one so essential to the educational and corporate life of a people. But to be honest, and to undeceive the Negro whom I love above all God's creatures, the truth must be told. I make and again emphasize the statement without any regard for friendship, and with the full knowledge that the said false, vicious, and venial press will unmercifully criticize me for telling the truth to the unfortunate of my race. Unfortunately, the colored or Negro press of today falls into the hands of unprincipled, unscrupulous, and characterless individuals whose highest aims are to enrich themselves and to find political berets for themselves and their friends, or rather confederates. The white press of today has its element of venality and corruption, but the higher ethics of the profession are generally observed and maintained, and at no time will you find the influence of white journalism used to debase or humiliate its race, but always to promote the highest ideals and protect the integrity of the white people everywhere. The Negro press, to the contrary, has no constructive policy nor ideal. You may purchase its policy and destroy or kill any professed ideal if you would make the offer in cash. Negro newspapers will publish the gravest falsehood without making any effort to first find out the authenticity. They have published the worst crimes and libel against the race, if it pays in circulation or advertisement. A fair example of the criminality of the Negro press against the race is reflected through its most widely circulated sensational publications, namely the Chicago Defender of Chicago and the Afro-American of Baltimore. These newspapers lead all others in their feature of crime, false news and libels against the race. The prime motive of Negro newspaper promote is to make quick and easy money. Several of such promoters are alleged to have made large fortunes through their publication, especially through corrupt politics and bad advertisements that should have been refused in respect for the race. So yes, this is a good book for all those who trying to gain more understanding and where we're coming from as a people. Remember, The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. You could go on Amazon to purchase this book, but this book is very interesting. So go and get this book. It will give you a lot of information that you need. And living in these times, living in America, a lot of us may think America is the best place to be. America, I ain't gonna lie, teach me a great lesson. One great lesson America taught me: never forget where you're coming from. Sometimes you may see a lot of these people in your island and in your country. A lot of them will greet us with smiling faces, but when you live in America and you stand for the right of your people, you will not get as much smiling faces as you did back in your own home. So that is saying something. Anything to enlighten the black man and the black woman, to bring them back up, they don't want that for us. Think about it. If we as African people was to unite again, we could build back our kingdoms. They know we are intelligent. They know we are not dumb. May I ask this question? How can they steal? The British, the Europeans, America, all of them, the Italians, they steal so much from Africa, the French, right?